Hello and welcome. I'm Master Lama Rasaji, and this is our Monday edition of Rasaji Speaks. It's not too late to sign up for Master David's music class today, and you'll find that incredibly interesting. Don't forget. Today's title is Archaeology and Faith, the real birthplace of Jesus. Bethlehem Ephrathah is the real birthplace of Jesus, Master Rabbi Jesus. So in Hebrew, Bethlehem, where Joseph's actually roots were, and he had to go there during the census that Herod had administered, because Herod was freaked out about the coming of the Messiah. Constant made reference to that, and he didn't want to be dethroned. So he set up a census to keep track of people. Sound familiar? We kind of do that ourselves now too. But our census have been pushed back for a 10-year wave. So he wanted to know where the male children were being born, because he was getting ready to institute a decree that every 2 and then later to 3 and 4-year-old child would be would be killed. He didn't want that Messiah to grow up and take across his throne. Of course, he died. His arrogance and ignorance was so super incredible that he died way before any of those child had merged. His son had already taken over by the time that Jesus himself had come into young adulthood. As a matter of fact, he was in power when Jesus was still on his journeys in the Mideast and the Far East, and the more advanced training that was led by these 3 gentlemen, Melchior, Jasper, and Balastar, who were adepts and masters taught in the Lamasery at Tibet. Melchior was the leader, and you'll find the word chi, as in the circle of chi, was in the middle of his name. So he was undoubtedly blessed with that name and many, many guidance along the way for Jesus. They prepared the way. They had at least 2 or 3 hired mercenaries watching Mary from the time that she conceived. Even the short journey to visit Anna's sister, Elizabeth, who was 6 months pregnant with John the Baptist. That's interesting when you think about that. So when it got close to the time and they knew exactly where Joseph was going to take Mary, is when the caravan began to show up. These 3 majesties and about 30 mercenaries and traders brought gold, frankincense, and myrrh for popular usage. All 3 of those were very popular during this time, is for medicinal purposes, for trade purposes, and to build great wealth. We knew that when Jesus would be born, that he would not only need money at the beginning of him, but they knew that the journey he would take to train and to kick off the ministry when he was ready to take the mantle, all of that would have to be financed. Remember, if the kingdom of heaven is to come to earth, it's going to be the children of light that will have to seek to finance that movement. And that's what we're about here at the Circle of Chi, to be the spearhead of that spiritual revolution that is sweeping the planet, to give the answer to the next chapter in the book that Master Rabbi Jesus started. Younger brothers here to set the record straight and to make sure people understand more clearly his teachings, his training. That's very important. Where do we get Jesus's training? Right? Cheer is what we say in the South, right? Cheer. And so here at the Circle of Chi, in our webinars, in our seminars that we do in the tour, next one coming up at the middle of next month in January, we'll be in Melbourne, Florida. And we would definitely love to have you there. Still have our early bird special going on, but in a few more days that will be gone. So if you want it to get it for 20 to 25% cheaper, now's the time to take action because we are starting to fill up more and more. It's not a bad Christmas gift for a loved one, nor is a membership for this time period. For less than 50 cents a day, you can have training 2 days a week on Thursday and on Friday, and you will just love to mingle with our spiritual family here at COC. We're so happy you could join us today. We look forward to seeing you tomorrow on Tuesday's edition of Rasaji Speaks. And as we say in Tibet, Baraka Bashai. May the blessings be to you and to your glorious family. We'll see you really soon. God loves you, and so does this wild llama. God bless you all.